Hello, everybody, and welcome back to PoducateMe, the ESL podcast.
Hello. We're back.
We are. It's so good to see everybody and to talk to you again, Helen.
Yeah, same here.
And today I wanted to kind of go over some fun things that we talk about a lot. And actually, I use these things in my everyday language. Like I think I use them more often than other people, but I want to talk about idioms.
Yes,
Yeah.
let's do it. Idioms is something that a lot of ESL learners struggle with, but also they love them.
Yeah.
And it is something that I believe everybody shares because we do have idioms in every single language. But before we start, Hannah, do you want to give us the definition of an idiom?
An idiom is basically like an expression or a sentence that, like, when you look at the sentence literally, it may not really make sense or it has a different meaning from the actual literal sentence. And usually it has some sort of like a message or a like a proverb, kind of like a hidden meaning, I guess you could say.
Hidden meaning.
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah. So I want to kind of talk about some of my favorites, and then you
Awesome.
can talk about some of your favorites and like how
Will
we
do.
maybe how we use them.
Yes, and also I have a spoiler alert, a little surprise for you in the end, Hannah. I'm not gonna say what this is,
Okay.
but we do have it.
Okay.
Okay, let's go.
So
what do you want to start with?
let's yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I wanted to say that let's start with the one idiom that I believe everybody learns when they start learning the language. And I mean, especially in Ukraine, I guess, but maybe all over the world. A very famous idiom, and this is kind of an introduction to the idioms in general. And this one is, of course, it's raining cats and dogs.
Yeah. Okay, this is a really common one, and it's so funny because it's like, what does that mean?
Yeah,
like raining
what?
cats and dogs. And, of course, I think probably a lot of you know it means that it's raining a lot, like raining very heavily. But why cats and dogs? I've always, I've never really known why this is the way that it is, but apparently there are a few like origin theories about like where this idiom came from.
Not a very fun one.
And so, yeah, just a disclaimer, it's a little dark, I guess. A lot of idioms come from kind of like more painful or like depressing
Situations.
origins. Yeah. But basically, one theory is that in a long time ago in England, like 17th century England, when there was heavy rain, it would like wash dead animals, like dead cats and dogs from the streets. So it makes it look like kind of like these dogs and cats are like were coming down from wherever and just like washing away. So
this is dark.
Yeah, that's kind of where people think that it came from. Another theory is from a poem. Jonathan Swift from 1710, he does mention this phrase. So people say that it could have come from there. But then how did he think of it, right? Probably from maybe around that time.
From the actual origin,
exactly.
the one that you were talking about before. You know what? Interestingly, when I first learned or heard about this idiom, I pictured a very old cartoon from my childhood. It's not the cartoon from the Western world, it's the Soviet cartoon. And the cartoon was about a very cute fox who was a kid, and there was a magic cloud. And that cloud would rain, like for the hedgehogs, it would rain mushrooms. And then for other animals, it would rain raspberries or like apples or something like that.
Like whatever they like to eat.
Exactly, whatever they like to eat. And it was such a cute cartoon.
Yeah.
And when I first learned this idiom, I, for whatever reason, imagined like that magic cloud. And cats and dogs, just because they're bigger and heavy, so meaning that it's like raining heavily. So that's like the connection or association that I had.
It makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah. Do you know?
And it's cuter.
Do you know that kids song? If all the raindrops were gummy drops and candy drops and gumdrops, oh what a rain it would be. No. I guess it's just like a thing of like raining things. That
Yeah.
that always kind of like there's no connection between the song and the idiom, but
Uh-huh.
I always again think of it because dogs and cats are cute. So when you're raining dogs and cats, it's cute. You're like catching. I don't
Yeah.
know. Anyway.
Love this one. I also, if we're talking about the food, another idiom that I really like is the world's your oyster.
Oh,
I
yes.
love
I
this
love
one.
it.
It makes zero sense.
Because an oyster is tiny little shell,
Yeah,
right?
but also, what I was thinking is that it's a tiny little shell, but it does have a pearl inside.
Okay.
Some of them
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
So maybe that was the idea, but we actually did some digging. And the actual meaning of an idiom, the world is your oyster, it means that you have the ability and opportunity to achieve whatever you want in the world, so that the world is just like full of opportunities, just go and get them. And so the origin actually comes from, it appeared first in one of the Shakespeare's plays, The Merry Wives of Windsor. Ever heard of this one? Did you?
No.
Yeah. Anyway, and so at this play, one of the characters says, widen the world's mine oyster, which I wish sword will open. Yeah. So the original meaning referred to the idea that life's opportunities were like an oyster. And if you're clever enough to open it, you could open it to find the treasure, which is a pearl. So over time, people just started using this phrase.
The world's your oyster.
Yeah.
You know, it's interesting. Like, there's so many, I find that there are so many expressions, idioms, vocabulary words that actually come from Shakespeare.
Yeah.
Like, Shakespeare invented these words.
Invented the
Like,
words and some, and yeah, not only expressions, the words.
Words. Yeah. Wasn't it like before Shakespeare, there was no actual word for like ears or something like that? There was some like very common body part that had no word until Shakespeare created the word. It could be very anecdotal, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
But still, thank you, Shakespeare.
Thank you, Shakespeare. Yeah. And another one that I really like is, well, maybe not like it, but this is one that exists. And I think the reason why this really exists is because it's a situation where you don't want to say it outright. Like sometimes it can be like a sensitive thing. So this is kind of like a lighter, I guess, way to say it. And this is to kick the bucket.
Oh, yeah.
To kick the bucket basically means like to
become unalive.
Become unalive. Yeah. And when we use it, it's kind of like, oh, like he kicked the bucket 5 years ago, or I think it's about time to kick the bucket, like this type of thing. And
but then again, sorry, it's a little bit like kind of disrespectful, right?
Yeah, well,
you would not say to the family,
of course
who
not.
just lost
No,
someone.
when it's a serious situation, again, we don't like to outright say die, like he died or whatever. So most of the time, in a respectful way, we'll say he passed.
He passed. Yeah.
But yeah, when you're trying to use it in more of like a playful way, you can say kick the bucket, right? And it's strange because when you think about this idiom, what does that have to do with dying, right?
Yeah.
And we like I looked it up a little bit, and basically they're saying that it comes from like it was a way of, again, this is a little dark for animals, but it's a way of basically like slaughtering animals in the past. And I don't want to go into like too much detail, but there was a way that animals were slaughtered in the past, and it had to do with using a bucket. So
yeah,
I think that's all I want to say about that.
Yeah.
And I don't want to go
animals
into
would normally, of course, because they would want to stay alive, they would be kicking the bucket.
Yes.
In Ukrainian and in Russian, we do say like the equivalent for this would be like he played the box.
He played the box.
Yes.
Oh.
Box meaning like,
yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so probably similar.
He played the box, or we also say throw off one's skates.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. I wonder what the origins of those are.
I do not know,
Hmm.
but I'll look it up
Yeah,
later.
yeah.
Interesting.
Okay,
Yes.
okay.
Speaking about the skates and sometimes dangerous
Sure.
activity,
Yeah.
another great idiom is break a leg.
Break a leg.
Break a leg. I'm
Yeah.
sure that you've heard about this one.
Yes.
And basically it means good luck. It's like, why? Why would you wish someone luck by telling them to break their leg?
And it's an actual superstition to say it to anyone before they perform something, right?
Yes,
Like
before
if
the
you
performance.
have to say it to somebody before they do a performance so that they have a good performance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we actually looked up the origin,
Yeah.
and it does have something to do with the theater. Because one of the theories says that the origin of this idiom is linked to the Elizabethan theater, when actors would bow to the audience at the end of a performance, and the more the audience applauded, the more the actors would bow or break their legs in the process, which doesn't make any sense, to be honest. I mean, like, how bowing? I mean, like, you can break your back.
Yeah,
Bowing.
maybe like curtsying.
Maybe curtsying.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
But there is another theory that is also connected to the theater, and it says that breaking the leg off the stage when actors performed so well that they would get multiple encores. Encores. We'll talk about this
Yeah,
during the
yeah.
language lab.
But I guess because you're like on the stage so much that
Uh-huh.
it like weakens and it's about to
Yep.
break the table, like the stage legs.
Yes.
Okay, okay. I like that one.
Uh-huh.
Ooh, there is another one that I like the idiom and I use it a lot. I'm not a fan of these types of people, I would say.
Okay.
And
Tell
so
us.
the idiom is to jump on the bandwagon.
Mm-hmm.
And when we like jumping on the bandwagon, it originally came from like literally a bandwagon. So people who are like jumping onto it, like they're carrying for people for like parades and things.
Like the platform.
Yeah, like a platform. And as it's going during a parade, people try to jump on to like be a part of the party. Yeah, like this type of thing. And what it comes to mean now is like when something is becoming popular or when something is becoming trendy, you kind of jump on to this trend or jump on to this whatever it is like a little bit late, like you are not an original fan or you are not like one of the original people who like started this trend or like whatever. And it's used a lot in sports, so like it's used a lot with sports teams. You can say that some people are like bandwagon fans and
not the OG fans.
Not OG fans, not original fans. So, for example, I am a diehard Jays fan. I mean, not diehard. I'm not like an obsessive fan. I am a fan of the Blue Jays, Toronto Blue Jays. And I have been.
Sorry, it's a baseball team.
It's a baseball team. It's a Toronto, it's our baseball team. And I have been a Jays fan like my whole life, basically. It's in the family. Like my grandfather was a huge Jays fan. My dad's a big Jays fan. They used to take us to games when we were kids. It's a core part of my childhood memory. When they won the World Series back in 96, like my dad, I remember he took us downtown and we went through like, we had parties and the parades. Like it's such a big part of my childhood.
I can see how a big fan you are because you're getting excited by just talking about them.
But then, you have periods where the Jays do really well. And then suddenly there's a huge swell of fans. And suddenly, everyone's wearing Jays gear and everyone's going to the baseball games. And then the tickets get more expensive. And, these are what we call bandwagon fans.
I'm trying to remember if I ever bandwagoned kind of a trend or something.
I mean, yeah, I think everybody's guilty of it at some point. Like when you kind of join a trend a little bit too late, or like you become a fan a little bit later. Like when I was living in Korea, I became a bandwagon fan to like whatever city I was living in. I became I became a fan of their baseball team.
Oh, okay.
But that's because I liked going to the baseball games.
Yeah.
So I became a fan.
I guess that it happened to me definitely once that I can remember with the Toronto Raptors when they world
When they won
when they won
championships.
the championship a couple of years ago, like what,
Yeah.
5, 6 years ago?
A few years ago.
Yeah. Also, I had a T-shirt, I had a baseball cap. I know nothing about baseball, okay, but everybody's was watching it, and the game was like around like midnight, the most important game, the final, and nobody was sleeping. The Toronto went like crazy, and everybody was like a fan of Raptors, I guess, and I was the bandwagon fan. I never watched it after.
It's okay. Honestly, like it's good for the team, you know, if they do get fans when they're doing well. Like this season, the Jays are doing very well. And so I think there's a lot of people in the crowds for every game, which is great. It's great for the team. So,
yeah,
you know, it's a love-hate relationship that I have with the bandwagon fans.
Love it. Okay. Another expression idiom that I really like is face the music.
Ooh.
And as beautiful as it sounds, it actually has not a very fun meaning, because if you have to face the music, it means that you have to confront the consequences of some of your actions, and normally negative consequences. Yes. So if you have to face the music, it means that you have to answer for your actions. Yeah. It's time to think about the consequences.
Yeah. And we say it kind of like, it's time to face the music, or I have to face the music.
To face the music. Yeah. Yes. And about the origins, again, I had no idea, but there are a couple of theories, and one of them is connected again to the theater. And
we get a lot of idioms from the theater.
And maybe from Shakespeare again.
Maybe from Shakespeare. Yeah.
So in the past, actors would sometimes be called to face the music when they had to confront an unsatisfactory performance or face the negative reaction from the audience. Again, I mean, why? Music is beautiful.
I know.
And unsatisfactory reaction or angry customers in viewers in the audience.
Maybe it's a little more like sarcastic, because when the audience, for example, is like booing, and that's not very musical, but sarcastically you can say, oh, time to face the music, like face the boos.
Yeah. Maybe. And there is another theory which is connected to the military, actually, and it's about the soldiers who had done something wrong, and they would be sent to the front lines to face the music as a kind of punishment.
Again, seems like more sarcastic.
Because that's the explosions and stuff is not a very fun music.
Okay. I think I want to do this one. So this idiom, I don't know, I like it just because it's like a fun, quirky little expression. And the idiom is the pot calling the kettle black. So what this means is, like, a long time ago, they're on like old, I guess, like stoves, ovens. They used to have, everything was made with cast iron, and everything is colored black, right? So it's like pots were black, and also the kettles were black. And so the way that I imagine it is like, there's a stove top, there's a kettle, and there's a pot, and the kettle's just like, hey, you're black.
Look at you.
And the pot is
all over you.
Yeah, and the pot is kind of like, yeah, so are you. You know, this is always how I kind of imagine this idiom in my head, and that's basically what it means. It's like hypocritical when you're being hypocritical, like you're telling someone something that like you're guilty of as well. So you're like, hey,
when you're judging someone for something they do, but you also do this.
And so then in those situations, you would say like, oh, isn't that kind of the pot calling the kettle black? It's also kind of a tongue twister.
It is.
If you try to say it fast, you can kind of mess it up. But yeah, I really like this expression.
It is a very good one. Yeah, I love it. Okay, and we also have another good one. cold turkey.
Mm.
Cold turkey.
Cold turkey.
Yeah, to go cold turkey.
Brr.
And the expression means that when a person struggling with some kind of an addiction, it can be like any kind of an addiction from substances or from, I don't know, video games playing,
Any like
anything,
any bad
habit, when they stop doing it, like dead serious, like I'm not doing this, I'm done with this, breaking the habit.
Yeah.
And the origin of this one, we didn't know, but we looked it up, of course, is actually a very interesting one because apparently when people who are struggling with some serious substance addictions, when they abruptly stop, they go through a withdrawal.
Yeah.
When their bodies, like physically, I'm not even talking about mentally, but
No,
like
physically
physically reacting to this change. And people have like one of the symptoms, people have like cold sweats and goosebumps, which reminds, I guess, of a cold turkey.
So then you kind of look like a cold turkey because you're like shivering and then you have goosebumps all over your body. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's interesting. I didn't know that that's where it came from. It's just such a commonly used idiom in our vernacular that it's like, yeah, I never thought about where it came from. We just use it.
But now
cold
we
turkey.
do know.
Yeah.
Okay, now my surprise for you.
Okay.
We are going to play my favorite game where I bother you.
Bother me. Okay.
Bother you finding the equivalents of some words or expressions that I have in my first language, but I do not know or never come across the expression in English. Okay. So I prepared a couple of idioms.
We play this game all the time because
we do.
We're having a conversation and then she'll be like, what? Like, and then she'll say something and she'll be like, what does this mean? Like, how do you say this in English? Or what's the equivalent of this in English? Okay, good. Let's play. Let's see if I can think of any.
Yes. So I have a couple of idioms that are very commonly used in my first languages. And so I'm going to be translating them word for word.
Okay.
And we'll first of all, I'm going to ask you, what do you think they mean? And then if we can find the equivalent.
Okay.
So the first one is give someone a pig.
A pig?
Yeah.
Oink, oink, pig?
Oink, oink, pig.
Give someone a pig. Maybe it means like free money, like giving them like all the riches, or no? Is it a good meaning or a bad meaning?
It's a negative meaning.
Negative?
Yes.
Like giving them a lot of work to do? Because pigs can be a lot of work.
Trouble. Giving someone a trouble.
Ah, yes, because they're messy and that type of thing.
Yes.
Give someone a pig. Okay, I'm trying to think of like maybe an English idiom that's equivalent. Do you know any that are equivalent to this?
Nope.
To give someone a pig, like give someone a hard time.
It's not like I'm giving you a hard time. It's like because like I'm being difficult or high maintenance. It's just that I put you in some kind of a situation that now you are in trouble, and you wouldn't be in trouble if I didn't do this to you.
Okay. I can't think of anything that would be equivalent to this.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we do have this one.
Let's think about it. And maybe if I can find one, we can mention
talk about it
in the language lab. Okay.
Yes. Very common one. Another one.
Okay. I lost that one.
Another one is, I actually tried to find the idioms that I have no idea what the equivalent is. And I've been trying to search for one. So don't go hard on yourself.
Okay.
Maybe there are none.
Cute.
The next one is bear's favor.
Bear's favor.
Negative meaning.
It's a negative meaning.
It is a negative.
Okay, so something that a bear would like that you don't like. So maybe like inconvenience, like an inconvenience to yourself but benefit to somebody else.
So the meaning is that I am doing you a favor, and I think that I am doing good, but for you it's an inconvenience. Ooh. It's actually something bad.
Okay. I don't know. In English, I'm failing this.
No, I am telling you, I found the idioms that I know that are kind of like intranslatable. I mean, not that I know for 100%,
Yeah.
but I've been searching for years.
Okay, I can't think of one in English, but we do have, I think we have something similar in Korean. And in
Mm.
Korean, it's give you the the illness and give you the medicine.
Oh,
Yeah. So it's like giving you both, like thinking that you're doing the good, but also giving you the bad at the same time,
oh,
providing
okay.
both.
I
Yeah.
see. Okay.
But I'm trying to think if there's one in English. No, I
Um,
can't think of one. Again, okay, let's check the language
yeah,
lab.
we'll check it
Yeah.
later. Another one is insert your 5 cents. It's a
Oh,
neutral meaning.
okay. I think I want to say, because I think there's an English one that's similar,
Uh-huh.
giving your 2 cents, like pushing your opinion into a
Yeah,
conversation. Okay, yeah, giving. All right, so it's more expensive
it is
in
more
your mind.
expensive. We have 5 cents.
5 cents, us is 2 cents. So giving your 2 cents.
Okay, so you give your 2 cents.
Yes.
Okay, I love this one. It's
Okay.
like, okay, you always have to give your 2 cents to the conversation.
Yeah.
Okay,
All right.
love
Yay,
it.
got one.
Yay. The next one is after the rain on Thursday.
Um, ooh, okay. I'm gonna say an idiom. Maybe it's the equivalent. It's like the rainbow after the storm.
Mm-mm.
No?
It's not a positive meaning.
Oh, okay.
And there is
So,
actually one. There is an equivalent in English.
after the rain on Thursday.
Yeah.
I don't know. I keep thinking it's positive because it's after the rain is.
It's not positive.
Uh,
It's like, yeah, Hannah, I'll return you your money after the rain on Thursday.
like when pigs fly.
When pigs
Ah,
fly. That's the
okay,
one.
okay, like
Yeah.
an impossible situation.
Impossible situation that like it will never happen.
Okay,
So if
okay.
someone tells you like, yeah, after the rain on
But
Thursday,
why Thursday?
no idea.
Because it does rain on Thursday. That is a very possible situation.
It is a very possible situation, but
It
I don't
rained
know.
this last Thursday.
It
Remember we were
actually,
stuck in the rain?
yes.
Yeah. Or we were
Yeah.
almost stuck in the rain.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Awesome. And the last one, and this is a trendy one right now in the Ukrainian community after a
Mhm.
very famous boxing match of our Ukrainian boxing legend,
Okay.
Usyk, against one of the British boxers who is
Uh-huh.
not a very good person. He did not behave very well before the match. Anyway, our boxer said something during the press conference in English, actually, but he translated the idiom word for word from Ukrainian and he said, don't push the horses.
Okay.
What do you
Don't
think
push
that
the
means?
horses. So it was in the situation where he was talking
He
to
was
the other
talking,
boxer.
yes, to the other boxer, but yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna say, um, like don't waken the sleeping giant. Like don't push me too much, otherwise you're going to receive like a huge thing, like negative thing.
I mean, yeah, that could also be that.
Yeah.
But what he actually meant, he meant hold your horses.
Oh, hold your horses.
Hold your
like,
horses.
whoa, wait.
Yeah, like wait,
Okay,
but don't rush the things.
I see.
So he said this thing, don't push the horses, and the Ukrainian community loved this one. And now there is like tons of memes on the internet, tons of like short videos. Somebody turned it into a song.
And it's in English.
It is in English.
Push the horses.
Yes, don't push the horses.
Who knows? Maybe like 500 years down the line, it will become
exactly
like a common English
and
idiom.
This is what Ukrainian community is saying now, because we right now are all over the world, and there are so many Ukrainian people who live in English speaking countries, and they're like, we're gonna make it a part of the English language.
I'm sure it will. Yeah. Okay. Do you have any others?
Good. No, that's it.
Ooh, okay, that was
I'm
fun.
sure that there are like tons of them, but for today, that would be it.
Man, I love idioms. I love talking. There's so many more that I use, or like that when we play this game, like there's so many others that you've mentioned that we can probably do another like bunch of episodes on
Yeah,
idioms.
and
But
maybe we can add a couple more to the language lab.
yeah.
And
Hopefully.
you guys for sure do let us know what are some idioms that you like in English, or maybe some idioms that you have in your first languages that do not have an equivalent in English, or maybe you're looking for an equivalent and maybe we can help you with this.
Yes. Awesome. So don't forget to follow us on Instagram. Our Instagram is at PoducateMe, and send us an email if you would like at eslpodukateme@gmail.com. Maybe tell us your favorite idioms, or like maybe some ones that you want to know the equivalent in English. That would be a fun one, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, we would love to hear from you.
Awesome. So until next time, keep listening, keep learning, and
Podukate yourself.